You're getting ready to draft your fantasy baseball team for the 2022 season. We're going to give you 3 pieces of advice to help you win your league. I'm Alan Seslowsky. He's Jeff Erickson. What's your first piece of last-minute draft advice?
Be open to new evidence. I can't stress this one enough. This is one that is so important, and it's one we get wrong, not just in fantasy baseball, but in life. We want the problems to be solved. We want every player. The players are not chess pieces. They don't have static value. They change. I'll give you 2 examples of this. All last season, this is last year. I've been playing for 25 years. I kept on saying hashtag never Robbie Ray. How'd that work out for me? There was a lot of buzz in spring training talking about how he had changed his pitch mix. He had the Jays had found a way to fix him, improve his control. Guess what? It was right. And I missed out on it every single time. I play in 20 leagues every year. I had him in 0 leagues. Now, how's that work out for you? I mean, be open to this. This happens all the time, Alan. I'll give you an example of that this year, though, is Cody Bellinger. I drafted him on Saturday in the NFBC main event. Saw an update later on. He struck out like 14 times in 19 at-bats. Okay, that's evidence. That's evidence contrary to my belief that he'd figure things out and turn things around. I'm not going to expose myself to more Cody Bellinger in my future drafts because of that.
Always say maybe and never say never. What's your second piece of advice for people drafting this week?
There's a fire hose of information, but you got to be attuned to it there. Pay attention to the job battles. We want things to be one way. They're often another. Give you an example, Chicago Cubs closing situation. Some people Rowan Wick's going to be the guy. There's nobody left. Oh, wait, they signed David Robertson. He has 3 30-save seasons. He's 19 months away from removed from Tommy John surgery. He could be the closer too. Be aware of that there. The Reds signed Hunter Strickland. Okay, he may be nothing. Or he could be their closer. Dig in. Learn the job battles.
Exactly. I like that piece of advice too. The job battles are always key in any fantasy sport, but it seems like especially with the closers that it's a constant rotating door. Okay, let's go to your third piece of last-minute fantasy advice for people drafting this week.
By now, you've probably done a draft or 2. If you haven't, you've done drafts in previous years. Do a self-audit. Know your weaknesses. Know your strengths. Are you always light on speed? Do you come out of drafts not having enough stolen bases? Do you come out of drafts knowing where, not having enough saves? Know what you're falling short on. Know yourself and adjust accordingly. Decide to take that early closer if you feel like you're really bad at identifying late closers. If you find yourself missing out on speed, well, reconsider passing on Byron Buxton. I passed on him. He wasn't even on my radar on Saturday there. And the guy next to me took him and it's like, I can't believe he fell to me. Well, I wasn't even thinking of him. I was so fixated on getting Will Smith, the catcher, not Will Smith, the slapper. So I think that you lose sight of something that you might need in your draft. So know yourself, do a self-audit.
There's certain players that I just can't quit no matter how poor they perform for me the year before. Who's going to be your truther? Who's a player that you're taking and you just can't quit him yet?
That guy for me is Nick Senzel, second overall pick for the Reds. He's a Red, of course. He's cut out of the Austin Kearns school of last chance corral. I'll probably make an excuse to draft him next year too. But this is really a big year for him. I'm getting him late. I didn't get him this past weekend, but I've gotten him in plenty of other leagues. Point is, I can't quit Nick Senzel just yet.
To see the RotoWire Fantasy Baseball Draft Kit, including all of our cheat sheets where we walk you through the perfect draft, you can see it right now for free. Go to rotowire.com/try.